welcome back. This is gonna be my Pan That palette tutorial, and I'm gonna create different looks like this. The basic point of creating this kind of looks is just to share with you how I've been using the palette that I'm trying to pan for 2016. A lot of people wonder that because, you know, they see the progress, they see how you're doing each month, but they don't actually see how you use the eyeshadows. Or that was one of the most requested things since I was doing my Pan That palette project last year, and I decided to create some kind of playlist or something in different palettes that I'm going to be panning. For today, I'm going to share with you how I've been panning a couple of shades from this palette. The first one is the color Iconic. As you can see right there, I clear up the top part. If you watch my intro, if you want to check it out, we'll link it up here. I also will use the color Violet, and those two colors were the most intimidating colors last year, as well as Noir that I finished. So I conquered my fear, and now I'm trying to get rid of the colors that I thought at first wouldn't go with my makeup style. So those two eyeshadows are very pigmented, are very dark, and it's the colors that I have in my outer V, but I combine them with pink colors that are so pretty, and they go perfectly together with these two colors. As you can see right here, I don't see much, you know, the kind of pink that I would combine with these eyeshadows. So I only end up doing just applying those two colors and then incorporating another palette to make this one work. And that is my main goal for 2016. Not only try to use up the eyeshadows from my Naturally Pretty, but also try to find different colors in my collection that can make these colors work, and at the same time I can enjoy other eyeshadows. So for this look, I also incorporated 3 eyeshadows from this palette. I don't know if you remember, but this was the Tarte palette for Sephora last year, and I incorporated the first color, the second one, and the third. These 3 colors, the undertones and just the type of eyeshadow colors that they go perfectly with this 2 by It Cosmetics. They just go perfectly, and I love it. It's deep colors, they're deep colors in the Naturally Pretty, but with the right combination of eyeshadows, it's something that I enjoy. I love this look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're trying to pan a palette, maybe this will give you some ideas on different placement of eyeshadows. Maybe you have different colors, you can do this with other colors that you are trying to pan, but hopefully this will give you some ideas on how to use them. So if you're interested in knowing how I've been panning those 2 shades this month of January, then just keep watching. So what I did is I applied my MAC Painterly Paint Pot all over the lid so I can create like a sticky base, but then on top of that, to make it last even longer, since I'm gonna use matte eyeshadows, I want to use a little bit of this Wet n Wild. This is the Take on the Day mattifying powder. I'm going to take just a little bit in any fluffy brush, and I'm going to set that product on my lids. So once again, it lasts longer, and it's also easier to blend the different eyeshadows that I'm going to use. I'm going to take a blending brush. This is the one that I got in my Ipsy last month, and this is by Voyage. I'm not sure, Paris. And it's just a blending brush, and I'm going to take the color right here, the second one from this palette, and it's called Moulin Rouge. I'm probably butchering it, but I'm gonna take that color in this brush, and I'm gonna apply it into my crease and also a little bit into my transition area. I'm gonna take a Mirabella blending brush that it doesn't have any product in it, and I'm gonna blend the edges on top because I want to make sure that the transition to the brow bone doesn't have any kind of harsh line. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E25, and I'm going to take the third color right here. This is the color I Think I Can's, and I'm going to take just a little bit, remove the excess, and I'm going to apply directly into the crease. You can do it with this brush, or you can do it maybe with a smaller brush if you have smaller eyes. The one that I usually use for this step, I don't have it clean, so I'm going to be using this one, but I'm going to try to concentrate precisely into the crease without going up or down. Now I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush. This is the number 103, and I'm going to go into the first color where it's called Palais of Versailles, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this color and I'm gonna apply it all over the lid area, whatever, from the crease color down. Now I'm gonna go to the color Violet with this small brush by Real Techniques. I'm not sure what the name is, but I'll probably put it in the description box down below. I'm gonna take a little bit of that color and I'm gonna apply it into the outer corner very precisely because I want to create like some kind of layering effect. So I'm just gonna try to apply it very precisely, and that's why I'm using this brush. Now I'm gonna go back to the palette and I'm gonna be applying the color Iconic, which I'm almost done in this corner, so it's gonna be kind of messy and I'm not gonna do it in camera, but I'm gonna take a little bit of Iconic and I'm gonna place it into the most outer corner with the Professional Defining Eye Brush by e.l.f. This is a $1 brush that I love for the outer corner. By the way, if you have small eyes and you want to see my favorite brushes for small eyes, drugstore, I'll link that video up here if you want to check it out. But I'm going to take that color and I'm going to apply it into the outer corner. Now I'm going to take the Wet n Wild single in Brulee and the Mirabella blending brush and I'm going to blend all the edges. So I'm going to go only into the edges and not specifically on top of those dark purple colors because I want to keep the pigmentation. I want to make sure that I don't see any harsh lines around. Now I'm gonna go back to the first color of the palette and I'm gonna use the same brush, the 103 by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just gonna touch up the inner part of the lid. I'm gonna get like a smudger brush and I'm gonna take the color Violet and also Iconic and apply them into the lower lash area. Now with any kind of blending brush, I'm gonna kind of blend it so I don't see more pigmentation in some parts and less on others of that lower lash line. Now I'm gonna take the LORAC Front of the Line Pro and I'm gonna line my upper lash line. I'm not gonna make a wing or anything. I just want to create a little bit of definition, and it's also gonna be a very thin line. I'm gonna try these lashes. I think I tried them before and I love them, but I'm not sure if it was this exact style. I know I have a pair left that I use over and over again, but I'm not sure if this is it. So I'm gonna kind of try them today and see if this is the style. By the way, this is the Whispies by Ardell. I don't know why, but they have different Whispies in different brands, and you think that would be the same, but not really. They're kind of different. So I'm gonna try this ones and see how they look with this look. I'm gonna take this Maybelline mascara. This is the big eyes that I'm trying to finish, and I'm just gonna apply it into my lower lashes. As lipstick, I'm gonna be using this one. This is also in another project that I want to finish up. This is the Rouge Artist Natural in N9 by Makeup Forever.